Hey guys, it's Heather here at Cash Flowing Life, and I wanted to go over what our January budget looked like for the first month of 2016. Um, so my income was a little bit less than what I had expected. That came in at $5,268.63. And then I did make about $50 from Young Living. Wayne paid me $30 for grocery money. I only had one of my friends pick up her product that she wanted me to order from Young Living, and then the other one is going to be picked up sometime this month. I deposited the $200 that my grandmother gave us for Christmas to go towards our vacation. And then this month we pulled a lot from our sinking funds. So we paid for sinking funds. We pulled out pretty much the majority of what we needed for our vacation, for our rental car and then our campsites. And then I had to pull out money for a vet visit that Cassie needed. And we rolled over $579 from the month before. So I like rolling over a larger amount in the beginning of the month because I have to pay for CrossFit, which comes out on the first. But usually, like that's my only first of the month bill. So I just like to have a big buffer. So I paid standard mortgage payment, and then I made an extra $460 extra towards the mortgage, and Wayne matched that. I think he put about $500 towards it. And then Netflix $7.99, car insurance $58.88, and then our cell phone bill of $191.37. So those are all pretty normal expenses for the month. For monthly business expenses, paid my rent, obviously, Schedulicity, $54 in business expenses. I didn't really write down what that was for, but I did go over budget. And then yoga, $14. I paid yoga for January. I think I'm going to be canceling it next month. The sun just came out. It's so bright. Whew. So I decided that I was going to cancel my online yoga membership because I'm really not using it, so I can't justify paying it. And then the usual Intuit credit card fees for credit card processing. And then for groceries, I did go over a little bit, $359.22. I think the reason why I went over was because in January I was doing a sugar detox for the month, and I was moderating the group, so I was spending a little bit more on groceries than I usually do because I was helping people figure out meal ideas, and I'm really cooking a lot more and buying higher quality products than I usually do because I was trying to set an example of like good health, good products, stuff like that. Came in just under on gas. Made my Young Living order, and then the pets. So we had to buy their food, so the $40 contributed to that. And then I had to take Cassie to the vet, and that was $72. And then for leisure, eating out, I went a little bit over. Vacation and campground. So we're taking a trip in the beginning of April. We are flying to Las Vegas and then renting a van called it's a company called Juicy Vans. So our first idea was to rent a minivan and then drive it from Las Vegas. Then we're going to Zion, Bryce, Page, Arizona, and then the Grand Canyon, and then back to Las Vegas. So our first idea was to rent a minivan, take the back seats out, and then buy an inexpensive air mattress, and then a cooler, and buy food because basically it's going to be a road trip that we're flying to. we had a friend recommend looking up a company called Juicy Vans, which is basically a minivan that is turned into a camper. So you have a sink, you have a table, you have two beds. You have a bed on the inside, and then you have a bed up on top of the roof, and then you have a refrigerator. So it's only going to end up costing us like an extra $50 to go the Juicy Van route. So we paid the full price for that, and then I reserved the campgrounds that we need. So we pretty much just need to pay for our gas, food, any fun money, and then we're staying one night in Vegas, so we need to get a cheap hotel there. So vacation is under wraps. So, and we have 2 months left to save up for it, which we're pretty much already done. So for pocket money, I went $2 over, and that's all because I ended up swiping my debit card. Clothing, I went over because I took another $25 from the sinking funds because I had to buy some sandals for our trip. House shopping, I bought some Pyrex storage containers, and then personal care, I bought a digital scale, and then we purchased Wayne's wedding band, $198, so that came out of the wedding fund. We just cash flowed it, but it's going to go on that budget. And then I got my wedding dress, which I have talked about in a wedding planning video. And then we've paid our photographer the $500 deposit that we needed to reserve our date. So as for the savings categories, I did put $564.72 into vacation. The balance that you see of $329, Wayne owes me half of this, so he owes me about $230, which I will have to put back into this account because I just paid for all of this, and because we have separate accounts, and I cannot wait until we are married so that we don't have to shuffle money around anymore, because it's just really annoying to have to do that. So I'm really looking forward to, after we're married, combining everything and then working off of like one budget and one account, which we've already kind of been practicing. I put $413 towards the car. I didn't put anything into clothing because I feel like this category is kind of silly now. Because pretty much if I want to buy something, I can just cash flow it every month. I don't need to save up for it. $20 for birthdays and holidays. $28 to pets, which I think is funny because the balance in here in December was $72. So I put 28 in there to make it an even 100, and then Cassie's vet bill was $72. So I just think that's funny. $50 towards my NTA program expenses, which my class starts at the end of this month. And then put $500 towards our wedding fund, $50 towards business expenses, and then $500 towards my taxes. So we ended up with a final balance of $25.71, which I did roll over into February. So you can go ahead and check out the February preview budget, and I will go ahead and link that up here, so you can check that out. And if you have any questions or comments, just feel free to leave them below. And then down here I just have a tally of all of the different kind of areas that I need to fund. So I have my business taxes, my emergency fund, the Honda Element, wedding fund, NTP program. So all these numbers are pretty much up here, but I just like to have an easy area of seeing what all of those balances are. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will get back to you later. There's Cassie. Says, Mom, get your computer off the windowsill. I want to sit in the window. Bye guys. See you later.